Hi y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria and I'm a reseller. Today I have a fun BOLO video for you. It is actually a collaboration with some amazing YouTubers and resellers like myself. So I'm very excited to be invited by Keegan, aka the teen reseller, to participate in this series of BOLO videos. So what we're going to talk about today are 5 brands that I hope to find in 2023 that I found, 5 brands that I found in 2023 that were new to me brands, and 5 brands that I am looking for in 2024. So all of the videos of the other YouTubers are going to be linked in the description below. Definitely give them a check out. We have everybody from big time YouTubers that you know and have heard of to smaller channels. So definitely give them all some love, a wide variety and expertise. So you should be able to get something out of this from all avenues. If you're new to this channel, I've been a reseller since the late 90s, off and on. I became a full-time reseller about 4 years ago, where it is my primary income. I do some social media stuff, creative stuff, graphic design, other things also to supplement my income, but my main income is reselling, something that I have been doing almost my entire life and absolutely love. I primarily sell women's clothing and mid-century, modern, and antique hard goods. I have moved into a little bit of men's this year in 2023, and I will mention a brand that I found this year in the men's category, so that's kind of exciting. But I am primarily a women's clothing seller, something I never really thought I would end up doing, but have just fallen in love with it. So if you're interested in finding out more about reselling, about what brands to pick up, hopefully these videos will be helpful for you. But I'm going to start with 5 brands that I wanted to find in 2023 that I found. And I will also show you my listing of each of these items, whether they sold or whether they're still listed, and tell you a little bit about each brand. Let's start with this top 5. So the first brand that I was able to find that was on my list for 2023 was Ula Johnson. I don't find Ula Johnson in my area. I do live on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. I travel to New Orleans a lot, which is about an hour and 15 minutes away. Spend a lot of time over there. Usually I'm there every other week. So when I'm in town, I'm definitely thrifting and looking for some higher end brands that I can't find in my area. Luckily, I found this dress at a liquidation store. They do liquidation buyouts from major big box stores and department stores, and they got a bunch of Nordstrom stuff in, and I found an Ula Johnson dress. It is still listed, has not sold yet, but it is beautiful, and I know it's just waiting for the right buyer. I love selling dresses. I get a high return on my investment, so even if you don't like to wear dresses or it's not your thing, definitely look into the dress section because there can be some big money to be made. Ula Johnson is known for their natural fabrics and is primarily a dress seller. So this is right up my alley. So I was really excited to find this brand this year. Next up is an Italian brand called Chiera Boni. I have been wanting to find this mid-tier luxury brand. Chiera Boni is a person. She is definitely an icon of style worldwide, and her dresses are luxury. However, they don't have any zips or buttons. And she likes to pride that you can take her cocktail and formal dresses, which is what they make, and you can wash them in the sink at the hotel, wring them up, hang them up to dry, and they're good to go. So she uses fabrics that are easy to wear, and yet you still have these beautiful looks for cocktail or nights out. I did find this dress again at the liquidation company here. It's called Dirt Cheap, by the way. It's a liquidation store all over the South. You may have a liquidation company near you that you could find clothing or other items to resell, so definitely look into that. But Dirt Cheap has been a great way for sourcing higher end brands without having to go to New Orleans. So I was thankful to find this dress. It did sell, and I'm gonna pop up the sold so you can see what it sold for. Like I mentioned, I've been delving into men's this year. I do reselling because I'm a busy mom and I want to be able to participate in things at my kids' school, be active in their classroom. I'm homeroom mom for both of their classes. So my time is limited of when I can work. So I have a business model where, some of my friends go to the bins and buy really inexpensive items, $1, $2 a piece, and flip them for $20, $25. That's wonderful. That's a great business model. It works for them. They're high volume sellers. They flip things real quickly. I am not like that. I like to buy brands that are going to give me a higher return. I don't have to list as many items, photograph as many items, inventory as many items. I can sell less items and make the money that I want to make for my business. So that means I am constantly trying to source higher end brands. So when I went into the men's category, I wanted to do the same thing that I do with women's, and that's mid-tier designer, luxury, quirky vintage, that sort of, area. No, I do buy lower end items sometimes too, but that is my main focus because I don't want to have to list as much as other people. So the men's brand that I found was Peter Millar, and Peter Millar is known for everything from luxury apparel to casual sportswear. Obviously, I want to try to find those more luxury items, and I did, again, at the liquidation store, find this Peter Millar tuxedo. I was really hesitant to sell this because it fit my husband perfectly. He is built where he is very, broad in the shoulders and the chest. He's got a smaller waist and smaller stature, so it's hard to find suits that just would fit him off the rack. We have to get him tailored. So this tuxedo fit him perfectly. It looked amazing on him. So I was very hesitant to sell it, but he decided that we should go ahead, and if he needs a tux for a Mardi Gras ball or anything, we'll just rent it. And so I did sell it, and so I'm going to pop up the sold of that. But I was really excited to find Peter Millar this year, and I found some other pieces that I now have listed. So definitely a brand that I am starting to find more after finding it for the first time in 2023. Okay, another brand is Hod Hippie. I had never found this brand before. I found this at a thrift store in New Orleans, and it actually had the real tag on it. So I knew it was a higher end brand as soon as I saw that, because they only sell luxury and mid-tier designer and some mid-tier designers on their website. By the way, the real, if you don't know what it is, it's luxury consignment. You can send your items in and they will actually resell it for you and give you a percentage. And they only carry certain brands on their site because they only do luxury consignment. So Hod Hippie is one of those brands that they carry or carried. I don't know if they still carry them, but they had the real tag on it. When I saw it in the thrift store, I was like, oh, what's this? It was Hod Hippie. It was a sequin jacket. I did sell it. I'm going to pop up the sold comp, but I was very excited to find this in the thrift store and be able to flip it online. And just a little bit about Hod Hippie. They're known to be a global travel brand. So they want to think about pieces that people can wear either a night out or on adventure. So they want their pieces versatile and practical for travel. So this piece would be like for a night out, somewhere on the town in Europe when you're traveling, but easy to carry and wear, and yet elevates an outfit. Okay, last brand that I wanted to find in 2023 is not actually a brand, but a diffusion of that brand. So diffusion means that a primary brand can have their, main line, then they can have higher end pieces and have like a, higher end diffusion, or they can have lower end pieces that maybe are less expensive, made with less quality products. And that's going to be a lower end diffusion. So this is a higher end diffusion for the brand Mother Denim. They're called Mother Superior. So Mother Superior is a line of the Mother Denim brand. They make innovative fabrications and fits. So not just standard run-of-the-mill styles. They like to think that this diffusion line is experimental and pushes boundaries. There may be embroidery like the piece I found, which hasn't sold yet, but it's in a smaller size. So that's expected because it is a smaller size. But I have found some other Mother Superior pieces after I found this one. They can be highly distressed. They can be a take off a vintage cut. They can be interesting materials, all kinds of things. But I was thankful to find some Mother Superior. They do sell for a lot more than the standard mother denim. And if you are a reseller, have been for a while, you know that mother denim on its own sells well. So these mother superior pieces are extra special. Okay, 5 new to me brands that I found in 2023 that were not on my original list to find, but am super happy that I did find them and now know about them. So first is House of CB London. I originally found the first piece that I sold from them in a thrift store, and these are bodycon dresses with a feminine twist, and they definitely have a big celebrity fan base. The Kardashians love this brand. They're very sexy styles, and I have found tons of House of CB London since then. So I'm gonna pop up some of my listings and solds from them so you can get a peek at them. Definitely keep an eye out for House of CB London because it sells pretty fast for a brand that sells for so much. So a lot of times when you are sourcing items that are gonna sell for a higher price point, they are slower tail items. So they're not gonna flip as fast as something, you know, that everybody is looking for. These are special pieces, and so they are longer tail, and that's an expectation with vintage too. I'm not talking about vintage today, obviously, but vintage is the same way for me, so I don't mind that my items sit. I know that they're waiting for the right buyer. Okay, next up is another brand also loved by celebrities. It's called Michelle Mason. It is an LA-based design company. They're known for effortless sophistication with a twist of sexy. So these two are very loved by celebrities, again, by the Kardashians. Found 2 identical Michelle Mason dresses. One of them sold for a little less. I don't mind taking offers sometimes. And then one of them sold for a little more, over $300. So, and actually the one that sold for over $300 went to another fashion designer in LA. So that was really cool. And so anyway, yeah, so you can kind of see the range of this. I probably let the first one go for a little bit less than I would have liked. However, it was a slow week, so sometimes you take what you can get. Again, it was a thrift store find, so I'm happy with the amount I made on the first dress too, but definitely the second dress is, yeah. Hello. Okay, another new to me brand that I found this year is called Miss June. The best way I can describe Miss June is elevated boho. There's a mix of fabrics. It is the next level. It's not like Free People. There is a lot that goes in these pieces. And the piece I found had a mix of fabrics, had sequins. I mean, it was so cute. I totally would have worn it if it was my size. And since I did research when I found this piece, I just knew it was special. It wasn't the original, like the run-of-the-mill boutique pieces that you might run into the thrift store. There was something different about this, and I'm so glad I now know about this brand because the resale on it is so good. So yeah, Miss June, a new brand to me, and very happy I found it at the thrift store. And by the way, I did find this at the America's Thrift Store in Mobile when I was there with my friends Alicia and Tanya. Okay, a really cool dress, again, bought from the liquidation store. So this was from the Nordstrom buyout. It's Autumn Adegbo. Autumn was born in New York, and she had Nigerian parents, so very much influenced by the Nigerian culture. And so when she became a fashion designer, she started using African printed fabrics for her dresses. Her dresses are so stunning. I was so excited to find this dress. It flipped pretty fast, I think in like less than 2 months, and for a great price. She is also offered on the Reels. She is gaining momentum. Definitely be on the lookout for her pieces. This was new without tags, so it didn't even have the original tags on it and still sold really well. So definitely keep an eye out for Autumn Adegbo. And last up is a brand, just like with the Mother denim, the Mother Superior is a brand you know, but maybe don't realize that they have a branch that I didn't know about. So anyway, I was in the thrift store and I started feeling the handbags, and I found a Tiffany Company leather handbag. I did not even realize that they made leather goods. Well, now I know, and I have gotten some Tiffany Company pieces since then. So exciting. In fact, I recently got one in my ThreadUp DIY designer box. It is a Continental wallet. I'm really excited to get it listed. It's in great condition. Looks like comps are about $250 just for a dang wallet. Well, I sold this handbag that I paid around $5 for over $500. So Tiffany Company handbags, be on the lookout. I had no idea they even existed, but so happy I ran across it in the thrift store. Okay, now let's move on to 5 brands I'm looking for in 2024. Very exciting. First is Magnolia Pearl. This was on my list for this year, but still haven't found it in my area. Fingers crossed that changes in 2024. They are an art to wear brand. They have a mix of boho styles, vintage inspired prints with a twist. So very different, very interesting pieces. I feel like if you see a Magnolia Pearl piece, you know it's a Magnolia Pearl piece, which is great for their brand. That's what you really want when you're branding. I'm just waiting to come across one of those pieces. I cannot wait. But until then, I'll pop up some comps of recent Magnolia solds on Poshmark so you can kind of see. By the way, I do sell on Poshmark, eBay, Etsy, and Mercari. But I'm just gonna pop up Poshmark comps so you can kind of see the recent solds for these brands. Okay, next up is Christy Dawn. Christy Dawn is another brand that is primarily known for dresses, which I'm a heavy dress seller, so no surprise there. The thing that's different about Christy Dawn is they really, really focus on being sustainable and ethical while making timeless pieces. So these dresses are absolutely gorgeous. Comps are amazing for resale, and at the same time, you know that you're getting them from a company that really cares about the impact that fashion has on the world. So I would die to find a Christy Dawn dress. I wish I could find it all the time, but I just don't live in an area like that. So if I could just find one, I would be super happy in 2024. Next up is the brand Kate, spelled K-H-A-I-T-E. So they are known to do offbeat takes of wardrobe essentials. So they're gonna be basics that you can put in your closet, but with a twist. And when I pop up the comps, you'll see what I'm talking about. Their denim does extremely well, and would love to even just find some Kate denim, but I'll settle for anything this year. Here are some comps of the brand Kate on Poshmark. I've sold recently, so you can kind of get an idea. Kate is loved by celebrities also, so especially like Katie Holmes loves the brand Kate. She's been seen wearing Kate a lot, so definitely another brand out there that is loved by celebrities. Okay, next up is a brand that's been around for a long time. Some of you out there who are watching this video have probably already found it, but unfortunately in my area, I've never found Zimmerman. Zimmerman is an Australian brand. They have sophisticated feminine silhouettes, their color combinations, and delicate original prints. They make everything from swimwear to dresses. Obviously, I would love to find a dress, but even the Zimmerman swimwear does really well. So anything Zimmerman would be great. Zimmerman's another brand that The Real carries. So yeah, maybe the 2024 gods will be good to me and give me some Zimmerman this year. Fingers crossed. Last brand that I would love to find in 2024 is Jenny Kane. Jenny Kane is a lifestyle brand. They make everything from wardrobe to home, and they're actually known for neutral colors, but with the highest quality materials. The comps on these, again, are great. I would love to find Jenny Kane in 2024. And that is my 5 brands that I wanted to find in 2023 and found. 5 brands that were new to me in 2023 and 5 brands that I would love to find in 2024. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to this channel, I would love for you to subscribe, maybe thumbs up the video on your way out, and don't forget to check out all the other videos linked in the description below. They're wonderful resellers, and I promise you won't be disappointed. Bye, y'all.